gentlemen, Assassin, Mercator.
G'day guys, Merc here. Welcome to the first of many Legion Alpha videos. I was lucky enough to get an invite, and so I pretty much logged on and played like 12 hours straight. Did check out Demon Hunters first. They're freaking cool. I don't know what to say. Every minute I play makes me want to reroll more. It's really bad. But I'm going to be splitting my time between Rogue and Demon Hunter 50-50, I think. Don't panic. But if you get to Dalaran and you are playing the Legion Alpha, you're probably wondering, well, where do I go from here? There's no clear quest direction, I guess you'd say. And basically, they kind of just leave you to play around with the artifact weapons, test out the systems, and I mean, you can go exploring, but chances are you'll have what happened to me happen in most occasions, and you'll get the like Archmage's Eye debuff, which will basically immediately port you back to Dalaran. So, yeah, it gets a bit annoying after a little while. You're trying to find a place to level, and you just get straight away teleported back to friggin' Dalaran. But the good news is, through trial and error, I did find a couple of places you can level. What you're going to want to do is just head to the flight area of Dalaran. Like, everyone knows Dalaran pretty well at this point. And, yeah, just jump off the edge. It's going to sound dumb, but, yeah, just jump right off. Use any kind of class mechanics you have to get you on your way, and you're going to want to fly over towards Stormheim, is how you say it. You're going to want to fly over towards Stormheim, but in between Suramar and the Broken Isles, or the Broken Shore, I should say. Being careful not to touch anything along the sides. Like, don't hit the zone boundaries, just don't touch anything. Don't, like, follow the time travel rule, don't touch anything. Basically that. And just get as far along that kind of path as possible towards Stormheim, using any kind of flying or class mechanics you have. I love the mobility on the Demon Hunter, I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun flying around and dashing through the air and doing flips and shit. Try not to start singing I'm on a boat here. Long story short, if you find the giant pink checkered cube, you're going in the right direction. If you're on the beta and you're running one of the default pre-made classes, you'll have like all the mounts, so you can just mount up on an Azure Water Strider. It's just the one I picked and favorited to get me along my way, and basically just keep heading along that path. It's going to take a little while. Might be some players out here, as I found one, like also trying to explore and find the place to go level. Anyway, keep heading along this path, out past Suramar. Suramar, by the way, it's not finished in a lot of areas, but Suramar City, once it's finished, oh my god, it's gonna look awesome. I flew over the top of it, and the garden area, it's really cool. I'll do a flyover video after this one, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's really cool from the air. You want to make your way out past the majestic, floating, glowing fell pools of the Great Sea, and continue until you actually hit land up here in Stormheim, which doesn't seem to kick you back to Dalaran for whatever reason, although I nearly got kicked back to Dalaran clipping the edge of Suramar there. I don't know what's going on there. There's a couple of like floating areas of water, by the way, Blizz, if you're watching this, that obviously are going to get fixed at some point, but hey, here's a heads up. There's like one directly below Dalaran as well that you should probably check out. Obviously an alpha, so everything's unfinished, I understand that, but hey, I'm providing feedback. Look at me being a productive alpha participant. Anyway, I found most places in Stormheim are pretty safe to go. Like, you don't seem to get kicked out of any areas, and there are actually some quests to do. Found an area with some Murlocs, and actually the first quest I'd seen outside of Dalaran, or the Demon Hunter starting area, which by the way is cool, and I will post in another video as well. But yeah, you got the Morheim Ancestor here, who will give you a quest. to burn the bodies you see about the beach. And it is the only quest that is currently available at this location. However, there is a rare spawn, and the rare spawn drops an artifact shard, which gives you like 10 artifact power when you take it to your artifact reforge thing. I forget what it's called, I'm sorry. At your class hall. And once you get 200 artifact power, you can select sort of an artifact talent point, which you can continue along a tree and eventually get an ultimate artifact power. And I'll go more into the system in a future video. I'll actually make a separate video to discuss just the artifacts and my experience with them so far. But yeah, you can find these shards of potentiation and differently named ones, which will give you more or less artifact power per shard all around the place. Treasure chests as well. The Demon Hunter's treasure find ability is very handy for that. I also found this statue here, which when you click on it, gives you a buff which will give you 60% increased experience from killing mobs. Just mobs. But if you're going to be grinding out a couple of levels on the alpha, it could come in handy, especially since there aren't that many quests to do right now. All in all though, like, despite quest hubs being a little hard to find, a little few and far between, I'm having a great time on the alpha so far. Like, I've sunk in like 12 hours yesterday. I haven't done that since Wrath of the Lich King, and it's just fun. I may be a little bit biased because I'm playing a Demon Hunter, like, new class bias. Like, I'm having fun with the gameplay mechanics of the Demon Hunter, because it's different from my rogue. Also, double jump is the shit. No, seriously, like, you can do so much with Demon Hunters. I'll have to release a video with just, like, all the tricks I've managed to pull off with them so far. But, yeah, having a really good time on the Legion Alpha so far. There are quite a few systems to test out once you find them. There are even, like, quite a few cutscenes in place, and the environments just look, yeah, they're quite beautiful. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did find it helpful, don't forget to hit the video with a like. If you want to see some more Legion content, make sure you hit that subscribe button because there'll be plenty more on the way. Otherwise guys, this is Merc out. See you next video.